This is Damon Tenen, creator of the Get Your GED Now test preparation series, coming to you with another word problem. Remember, the ability to interpret and understand word problems is at the base of success on the GED math test. So let's go ahead and jump in. So following the Smiths' purchase of a 4,100 square feet home, their mortgage payment doubled. Before purchasing the home, their monthly budget was $7,500. What was their monthly budget after the purchase of their new home? So if you've been working with me for any extent of time, you know that I follow a two-step process. The first step is to identify the question, and the question here is their new monthly budget. So I'm just going to put new budget. And then the second thing we do after we identify the question is to state your path, or another way to say that with how do we get back to answering that question with the information given. So the information given in this case, the first piece of information is right here. We know that we have a monthly budget of $7,500. So this is the first budget. So that's one piece of information we have. And then we know that their mortgage is what's in question here. So we know here we have the mortgage representing 34%. So we know if we do 0.34 is 34% times 7,500, which is their monthly budget. We will find that 2,550 is the amount that they pay each month for their mortgage before they bought this new home. So now we have some more information here. So we have their original budget was $7,500, and then we have their mortgage payment previously was $2,500. So we know that this amount has doubled. So this $2,550 is already represented in this $7,500. So if the payment has doubled, all we have to do is simply take that $7,500 and add another $2,550 to that value, and that's going to give us $10,050. Now let me get a different color here for emphasis. So again, we knew that the question was what was their monthly budget after the purchase of their new home. So we knew that identifying the question, we were looking for their new budget. Then the second thing we knew is that we needed to state our path. So what was the information that we received? Well, we knew that 7,500 was their first budget, and then we knew that 34% right here was the amount of money that they spent of their monthly budget on their mortgage. So we knew that that amount by multiplying 0.34 times 7,500 gives us $2,550 in their mortgage. And so we know that this amount has doubled. So if we would just simply take their current budget and then add in another equal value of the mortgage payment, then that would represent the mortgage payment doubling, which would then answer our question, what was their new budget following the purchase of their home, giving us $10,050. Now again, here are a couple of things that we need to look at on the GED test, and this is why I always talk about GED fluency on the GED test, because here is 10,550, and so that there could just be a common error, just misreading the numbers, rushing through the test. So that is there for us. And so we need to recognize that these kinds of traps are going to be set for us on the GED test. If you did this math here and found out 2,550 and then just simply doubled that, and then you would get 5,100, and if you would simply take that amount and add that 5,100 to this 7,500, you would get this 12,600. In addition, error. Okay, so here what we have is the correct answer, and then we have an outlier answer in answer number 4. 11,050, just in case somebody's out there guessing. So again, GED fluency is understanding, not only identifying the question and stating your path, but also understanding how these tests are put together. I mean, how these questions on this test is put together. So we see here that we could have made just an I mistake by adding a 5 in there, because we had so many 5s in here in the number. We might make a mistake and add a 5 in there. You might see things like that on the test. Or if you made an addition error and just added, you just doubled the mortgage and added that on top of the 7,500, not realizing that the first 2,500 was already accounted for within the 7,500. That was an addition error. The correct answer, of course, we did the work to get that. And then if you're messing around guessing and not sure, they might pull you unto, you have a 10 and a 12, and so maybe you figure split the difference by doing the middle. So again, that is what it means to be fluent in the GED test. If you get the GED test preparation series, I am going to show you and teach you how to be fully fluent in the 2014 GED test, so you can be as prepared as you possibly can to have success on this test. Again, this is Damon Tennant, creator of the Get Your GED Now test preparation series.